What is good, everyone? Trigger Tray Go here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I am going to be showcasing a team that I've been using a lot more here recently, featuring Pidgeot, CLODSIRE with the move Earthquake rather than Stone Edge, and Lantern. I decided to go ahead and replace the Vigoroth that I had on my team for last video with Lantern just to combat the enemy CLODSIREs that are going to be in the Catch Cup, and also the enemy Lanturns that are going to be in the Catch Cup as well. If you guys enjoy this video and you want to see more, make sure to do a couple of things for me. Make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and go ahead and sub to the channel if you're new. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and jump into the first battle. We do start off with the Pidgeot on the lead, like last video, versus Lantern. We're at a disadvantage at this point. Pidgeot's not gonna last very long, so what we're gonna try to do here is get as much energy as we can, switch into our Lantern to try to negate some of the water damage, but also the electric damage. The enemy Lantern is going to go ahead and throw a charge move here, with it being Thunderbolt. I'm not too concerned with Thunderbolt. You stack too many of those together, and they do a pretty good amount of damage, but we still have two shields up, so I'm not super worried about it right at this point. We're going to go ahead and throw a Surf, snagging the first shield. I believe they think we were going to go for Thunder there. They're going to go ahead and throw another charge move. We are going to start using shields at this point. I don't want Lantern to go down too early. In case there's anything weak to water in the back, they bring in Quagsire. So now everything really changes. So now what we're going to try to do is either snag shields or just spam Surf as much as possible, just to get this Quagsire as low as possible. Just to make things easier for Pidgeot and CLODSIRE, if Pidgeot needs to come back in, it's only half HP, so it will not take a Stone Edge. We do snag the second shield of the game, and we bring in Pidgeot. I honestly risked it for the biscuit here. I didn't really think that Quagsire had Stone Edge, but he had it, and there goes our Pidgeot. We decided to bring back in Lantern. I believe the Quagsire thinks that we have Surf ready, which we do not. He decides to go ahead and throw a charge move here, which is perfect for our CLODSIRE to come in and wreak some havoc here. It is currently a 1v3 with the Quagsire, the Lantern, and the unknown Pokemon that's in the back right now. We're not going to be able to farm down the Quagsire, so we're going to have to throw a charge move here, but not before shielding. We don't want to take on too much damage with the 1v3 scenario that we're in currently. So he decides to go ahead and throw another Aqua Tail. We're going to respond back with the Sludge Bomb. This should kill, and then we'll have to worry about the Lantern, which has a decent amount of HP, and a Carbink. That's why we put Earthquake on CLODSIRE. It's not going to kill it completely, but with it being Rock type and also being Fairy type, we're super effective with our Poison type move and our Earthquake. So honestly, I'm going to go ahead and consider this Carbink gone. Carbink is going to go ahead and throw a charge move here, probably Rock Blast or Rock Slide. It is a Rock Slide, which is not going to do any types of damage to us. They send back in the Lantern, and honestly, see you next time, Lantern. Boom, you're out of here. All we have left is the Carbink, and I believe if we get to a Sludge Bomb, yep, there it is. CLODSIRE just 1v3'd an entire team and took home the gold. Good game. Very well played. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and get into the next match. We do start off again with the Pidgeot versus Skarmory. With Feather Dance on Pidgeot, I'm not concerned with the Skarmory at all. It probably has Aerial Ace, which does a pretty decent amount of damage for me being a flying type as well. We are going to go ahead and throw the Feather Dance here to get the attack stat lowered, so that Aerial Ace doesn't do that much. We're going to really just try to spam Feather Dance as much as possible at this point. They are going to go ahead and use a charge move here, probably, like I said, Aerial Ace, which with the attack debuff, it's not going to do a whole lot. And they actually go for Sky Attack. Sky Attack does a little bit more damage than Aerial Ace, but still nothing to be worried about. We're going to respond back with the Feather Dance again. With 2 Feather Dances and 2 attack debuffs, I don't believe that Skarmory's Sky Attack will actually kill us from this range. It will get us very, very low. The bad news is, once we get that low, the Skarmory is going to be able to farm us down and have energy stored up for the next Pokemon that we do send out. Since Pidgeot is so low here, I decided to go for a Brave Bird instead. I'd rather have the damage than the attack debuff. He already is debuffed 2 stages. We land the Brave Bird and we send in CLODSIRE to finish the job. Pretty healthy farm down. We get 3 hits off, so we are 3 hits closer to a Sludge Bomb or an Earthquake, whichever one we want to use. They go ahead and send in Greedent. There's really nothing I'm worried about with Greedent. He has Seed Bomb, but he also has Body Slam, which doesn't do a whole lot. We're going to go ahead and start spamming some Sludge Bombs here, try to get as many shields or get as much damage in as possible. Greedent is very bulky, so honestly, it's going to take probably a couple of more Sludge Bombs to get him dead. This next one should get him in the red if we don't snag a shield. He did not use a shield, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. We do get the beautiful catch onto Lantern. Now, I believe he has Crunch here. He has Crunch. That switch in with no shield is a bit sketchy sometimes because Greedent does learn Seed Bomb. Fortunately for us, this Greedent does not have Seed Bomb, which is a grass type move, which is super effective. He's going to go ahead and use a Body Slam here, and we're going to get a pretty healthy farm down. And their last Pokemon is Azumarill. GG's, my friend. Good game. Very well played. You can't really... There's nothing you can really do at that point. But getting into the last match of the video, we have Pidgeot in the lead versus Girafarig. Nothing too crazy or scary with Girafarig. It can learn Psychic Fang, but it also can learn Trailblaze, which Trailblaze raises your attack. But with Pidgeot having Feather Dance, all we're going to do is just reduce the attack stat back to where it was. So there it is, one stage lowered. If they do have Trailblaze, it's just going to take it back up to its normal stats, which honestly I'm completely fine with. With Girafarig in the lead, I'm not 100% sure what they're going to be having in the back, so I'm going to start using shields here to keep Pidgeot alive as much as possible. There is the possibility of a Clodsire in the back, or even a Quagsire, which are both ground type Pokemon. There is a Trevenant, which is weak to the flying type, so honestly, we're going to shred right through Trevenant. We're going to go ahead and use a shield here. I want to try to conserve as much energy as possible, just in case there's anything in the back that I need to use Feather Dance on. We're going to go ahead and use Feather Dance on Trevenant. The Shadow Ball that he possibly has, or the Seed Bomb aren't going to do a whole lot to us anyways, so rather to go ahead and get the attack stat lowered. They do send in Quagsire. That's honestly perfect for us. We're going to go ahead and use Feather Dance here to reduce the damage that a ground move would do to the Lantern or the Clodsire in the back. And we're going to go ahead and respond to the Quagsire with our Lantern. Again, we do have the attack debuff on it, so even if he does throw a Mud Bomb or anything, it's not going to do a whole lot. And he has Aqua Tail. I wonder what his second move is. It could possibly be Mud Bomb, or it could also possibly be Stone Edge? Stone Edge. It is a Stone Edge. So really, Quagsire has no types of damage in this fight. We are going to start responding with the Surf. No point in going for the Thunder. It's not going to be super effective. It's not going to be effective at all. We do snag the last shield of the game. And at this point, we're going to start spamming Surfs, and we're going to get this Quagsire out of the way as fast as possible. The Quagsire is going to go ahead and throw Stone Edge here. It is not going to kill, and they do send back in Trevenant, which is a little bit scary, but we do have a Surf built up already to deal with the Trevenant. And we have the full HP Clodsire in the back to deal with the Quagsire. Down goes Trevenant. They send in Quagsire. We try to get to a Surf here, but we do get farmed down, unfortunately. Send in the Clodsire, but we actually swap back into Pidgeot to catch the charge move. Honestly, I should have just sent in the Clodsire to finish off the Quagsire. I'm making this fight a lot longer than it needs to be. But regardless, we're going to try to get Quagsire as low as possible here to make it a little bit easier for Clodsire. Quagsire really isn't going to do any damage to Clodsire, so I shouldn't be worried about that. But we're going to go ahead and send in the Clodsire to finish off this game. Not before Quagsire gets to its last charge move, which is going to be a Aqua Tail. No damage whatsoever. Honestly, that's a good game. Very well played. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys appreciate the double upload this week. I wanted to go ahead and get this video out before Catch Cup is out of Pokemon Go Battle League. If you guys enjoyed, do me a couple of things. Like I said, leave a like on the video, drop a comment. I'm always open to feedback, and go ahead and hit the sub button if you're new. But with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.